going on, guys? This is Slime Boss, and welcome back to the Logo Movie for another Crazy Cat podcast. Today, I'm joined by my usual co-hosts, Mailman and Ryujet, but today we have two very special guests joining us today by the name of Moon and Nolsdod, as he's back from the Pokemon video. So we're all here, and we're going to be talking about our favorite Minecraft mob, and we're going to try to defend it, and basically try to explain to everyone why it's the best mob. But before we get into that, let's get into what we've been doing in the past week. So let's start off with our guest, our new guest first. Moon, how's life?
Quarantine is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to see anyone in like the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate side of that.
Yeah, I've been getting into the reboot of Doom, 2016 version, not the Doom Eternal, but just the 2016 version. Been completing the campaign. Started my Minecraft server back up, so that's pretty sick.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's been pretty uneventful.
Yeah, that's basically what happens when you have a global crisis going on.
Yeah.
A pandemic.
All right. Nolsdod, how's life over there in wherever you're at?
Well, life is great in Narnia.
Oh. You guys quarantined over there yet?
No, actually, no one's came in the wardrobe so far.
Ah,
I
dang.
heard the economy was booming over there. Is that true?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. We're doing so good here.
Was that about it in Narnia?
Yeah, everything's perfect here.
All right, Mailman, how's life?
I've just been gaming a whole lot with my brand new Epic Games.
Yeah, we have a lot of time to game, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
I've gotten Shovel Knight.
Nice.
Ooh, I hope you're enjoying that. Me and Ryujet have played that a little bit, and I enjoyed it a lot, so hopefully you do as well.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
I got
Especially
the treasure trove. I beat Shovel Knight, I beat Plague Knight, and right now I've just started Spectre Knight's thing.
You'll like
Nice.
Spectre Knight is cool.
I think
seems-
Spectre Knight has the best controls,
It's
at least for platforming.
the wall walking up thing, that it's nuts. Just starting out.
Yeah.
You walk up the walls, and I couldn't be more. I have no clue what's going on. You know.
All right, anything else, Mailman?
Not really.
All right, Ryujet, how's life over there?
I've been wanting to buy a new game, but well, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I'm just adjusting to quarantine and the pandemic.
Yeah.
Namely,
I mean-
worrying about what I'm actually going to end up doing with money.
Yeah, we're not having that many hours at work. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, as for me, there's one thing that we're all going to talk about here in a second that about 75% of us have been playing over the past week. But for me, I think I got back into My Hero Academia finally.
Nice.
So that's pretty fun. I bought Funimation Now or whatever it's called. So I have the ability to watch a whole bunch of anime
Nice.
while we're here in our quarantine zones. As for anything else, I lost and refound my Switch, so that gave me a heartbreak.
One of our teachers' classes.
Yeah, I got it back.
Well, that's good.
Anyway, let's just jump into the news now. There's three things actually. So, a couple weeks ago, I promised you guys we would talk about the Animal Crossing Direct, so we are going to talk about that. And also, there was a mini Direct, but we're actually going to have a special episode that we're going to be recording tomorrow for us, but it should release in a few days for you, or like a few weeks ago for you guys. It should have already released, but that should be really fun. We'll be talking about that a lot. But there's another piece of news that obviously we're all in quarantine right now, and if you're wondering what that piece of news is, well, we can't actually say it on YouTube. We'll get in trouble for that. But everyone knows what's going on right now, so that's about it for the three pieces of news. But I know that with the Animal Crossing Direct, we finally have our guest on that will actually talk about that with us, being Nolsdod. But on top of that, Animal Crossing released as well. So I know we've all been, or most of us have been playing that. So, Moon, you don't have a Switch, right?
Unfortunately, no, not yet.
Okay. So let's start with Nolsdod. How are you liking New Horizons? And this isn't your first entry in the Animal Crossing series, right?
No, I've played almost every Animal Crossing game.
Oh, so you're a veteran. That's cool.
I really like new additions to the game, like terraforming and all that shit. But I mean, it's a good old Animal Crossing. Like, you can't do wrong with the game.
I mean, Pokemon used to never do wrong until recently, so
We have yet to hit that point with Animal Crossing.
a lot of people are saying this is the final installment. Do you agree with that?
I think it's a good argument. I don't know what else you can add to Animal Crossing in a next title, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah. All right, Mailman, how's your time with Animal Crossing New Horizons?
It's my first Animal Crossing game, and I can safely say that I'm still waiting to get that ladder I've been hearing about.
You still haven't gotten the ladder?
Nope.
Dang. You're really far behind.
I just pretty much have opened the game. I'm waiting for Timmy and Tommy to open up their shop finally. Like, who knows?
So mundane.
I'm having a fun time though. I've caught
Yeah, no.
many fish. Like, why am I getting so squids, those weird zebrafish, oarfish? So many oarfish.
Yeah, that's a lot. As for me, I've been enjoying Animal Crossing so much that I think this is the first game in a long time that I've actually had genuine fun with. There's so much like little bits of detail in it. It's so much fun, so much charm, and I haven't had this much fun playing a game since probably Mario Odyssey. So, this game is just really fun. Ryuja and Moon, if you haven't gotten Animal Crossing yet, you really should. It's probably, and everyone else in the audience, if you haven't gotten Animal Crossing, at least give it a try. It's really fun. But anything else about Animal Crossing, or you guys have anything to say about being quarantined or the
Overall, Animal
the
Crossing
plague?
New Horizons, 6.7 out of 10, too much water.
Oh yeah, too much water.
I wish there was more water. We need to stay hydrated in these times.
Dang. Well, in the island, there's basically water all around it, so I think I think they should be fine. As for us, I don't know about that.
Hey, mailman, remember how you said that you went to a grocery store and like most of the aisles were empty?
Yeah,
Holy moly, you were not kidding.
everything is gone.
Just
Yeah,
I'm
it's
also
like
just
it's like the
empty.
crab
literally
meme.
anything
Everything's gone.
health-based is gone.
Aisle 3 is non-existent in your local fries.
There's
Or
no fries
Ralph's.
around here?
Free.
There's no such thing as aisle 3 anymore. The mac and cheese is all gone.
So, are we finally ready to move on?
Yes, Minecraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been satisfied.
Alright, so let's begin with this. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be stating our favorite Minecraft mob, and we are going to defend it courtroom style. So we have to prove that our favorite Minecraft mob is the best mob in the game. We have to state the reasons why, and then once we're done showing or doing our quote-unquote presentation, then the rest of us will have a chance to answer ask questions of the person who's defending, and once they're pretty sad, once the peanut gallery's satisfied, then we can move on to the next person. So you guys ready for this?
Heck
Yes.
yeah.
All right, so I'm going to start, just so that I can demo it if you guys have any questions and don't know exactly what we're doing. So I'm going to demo it first. So you might be thinking that my favorite mob is a slime,
Uh-huh.
but it's not. I couldn't find any super redeeming qualities about it. So, I mean, I like it personally, but that's like, favorite color, favorite, squishy or whatever, but that's not enough to basically convert you guys to thinking that the slime is the best mob. So my favorite mob, and the one I believe is the best, is Iron Golem. Now, the reason the Iron Golem is so cool because it has multiple uses. Not only is it a line of defense against raids or zombies or anything in your village, and especially they're more important recently because the villagers are actually more important in the last update, the Village and Pillage update.
I was 14, yeah.
But so the Iron Golem is good, has multiple uses in that way, but also it's kind of sad, but you can grind it for iron, and you can get like tons and tons of iron in a short amount of time. So that's pretty good about it too. You don't have to go mining for iron anymore. Hey, wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut this out, but I'm gonna make my presentation first, and you guys can make your rebuttal after I'm done presenting, and you guys can ask questions and whatever. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing why I like the Iron Golem so much is that the backstory behind it. It's based on I don't know if it was a cartoon or an anime or what it was. I think it's called The Iron Giant. And basically in that movie, I don't know if the Iron Giant is actually the main character or not, but basically
It sort of is.
it's a fairly interesting story, and comparing it to Minecraft, in the movie, it gives a red rose to the child in the movie, and it does the same thing to the young villagers. And so I find that very interesting. Design-wise, and this is my final statement, design-wise, I think it's fairly interesting. It looks like a villager, but it doesn't. It looks sort of mechanical, looks sort of natural with the vines. So I really like that as well. And not to mention, the more it gets hit, it starts cracking, and I think that's pretty good attention to detail. Just that right there. But I think that's about it of why the Iron Golem is the best. So now you guys can state rebuttal and questions. So let's start with Ryujet, because I think you wanted to say something.
Harvesting iron from an iron golem, I just wanted to say it's more likely to kill you like twice over before you even do enough damage to pull that without decent armor.
One, that isn't necessarily the case, and two, I meant farming it like a iron farm, like with villagers and stuff, like an actual genuine iron farm. It's kind of sad, but I mean, you get a plentiful amount of iron.
With the whole iron farm, iron golem thing, me and a couple friends have a realm set up, and we have an iron farm, and we get like stacks upon stacks of iron. So it's a very effective farm depending on how you do it. But I would have to say that Jaden has a pretty good point with the whole iron farm thing.
I just gotta ask if it really counts as a mob because it doesn't have an egg.
What?
Anything that's not the player character is considered. Anything that's not a block or a player character counts as a mob.
Wait, does that mean silverfish count?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
The only thing that doesn't count is the turtle eggs, because are they considered a block? I don't even know.
Eggs are considered a block.
Okay, so anything that's not the player character or a block is fair game.
All right.
All right. Any other questions? Or
Mine's
rebuttal?
not really a question. Mine is just a statement. How boring. That's all.
What?
How boring is my mob?
Yes, that is correct.
I mean, yeah, I see why it could be boring. It sort of lives a sad existence if you think about it, but
Pretty sure
I just find it I just find the mob really interesting in the backstory and all that stuff and how much it's changed over time.
I'm pretty sure the backstory is from the clay golems and the mythical creature, the clay golems that would defend that rabbis would create to protect villages.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where the idea comes from, not the Iron Giant.
I think it kind of pulls from both just a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
certainly.
So yeah, all in all, it's really just like the design is kind of meh. I mean, it's real. I just find the Iron Golem really intriguing and interesting. So, anything else? Mailman Moon.
I don't really have any.
All right, I think we're ready to move on to the next person, and you know what? Let's start with our guests today. Moon, what is your mob?
Okay, so I've decided to go with the more recent update for Minecraft.
Okay.
And it's the
Another
Pigman.
update?
Yep, another update, and my
Nice.
preferred and favorite mob of this update has to be the Piglin. mainly because the textures, for the Piglin, are just bloody amazing in general.
Better.
And yeah, for like just in general. And I feel like the whole concept with having like required gold armor is kind of an interesting way to protect yourself from it. And trading is a very interesting way. You can get crying obsidian from it. I think just some cons with it is just having it inside of the overworlds. It converts over to a zombie pigman eventually. And overall, the pigman is a pretty cool concept for a villager type entity in the Nether.
Is that it?
Possibly.
Moon, you there?
Moon.
Yeah, sorry.
Is that it?
Yep, that's all it.
All right. Let's just go with you guys. Anyone that has a question for Moon or rebuttal?
I have one. Alright, so the piglins are supporters of animal cruelty, and I don't appreciate that. The baby piglins ride the hoglins, and even ride each other riding the hoglins.
What? What the hell was
Huh?
I don't appreciate them treating the hoglins like that. They call it playing, but they're really just dogpiling onto this hoglin. Like, what did the hoglin do to them?
I mean, what did you do to 90% of the mobs in the world? The player character is the worst of them all.
Well, that doesn't exempt it from its crimes.
What crime?
Even at a young age, it practices animal cruelty.
I just got 10 soul sand from one. What do you mean?
What?
That's your rebuttal for animal cruelty? You get 10 soul sand?
You get 10 soul sand.
Dude,
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna trade a little bit more with one. Hold on, let me see what I get. I want to get crying.
Wait, you trade Wait, you trade
you
stuff
can-
with piglins?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's the point of them.
So they're
I-
basically Oh wait.
Throughout my entire time,
Oh my god.
I just got crying obsidian. Sick. So throughout my entire time of playing this new Nether update, I haven't really seen a piglin ride a hoglin, so I can't really say or really. Okay, I am currently witnessing a piglin attacking a hoglin. I'm going to agree with your fact. I'm now going to leave the game and say that the piglin is one of the worst mobs in the entire game. I am complete.
All right, thank you.
Well, that was a turn of events. Okay, well, I guess we can move on then. All right, who wants to go first, Nolsdod or Mailman?
I am also here.
I know, but you're gonna go after whoever goes next, either Mailman or Nolsdod.
I would like to go last.
Okay.
Just on principle.
Okay, Mailman, you can go.
All right, mine's a doozy. It's parrot time,
Pesky
boys.
bird.
What?
Parrot. The parrot is the best mob in the game.
The fact
All
that
right,
they're
why?
not pirate mob is infuriating.
All right, so the parrot comes in like many different skins, like cockatiels, many different birds. Just starting that out there. Second, they will fly around you once you tame them, and they're accurate in the fact that you tame them with seeds. In fact, they used to be tamed with chocolate cookies, in which are in fact deadly. So they wanted to. They didn't want animal cruelty. They didn't want to trick any kids, so they changed it to seeds.
Okay.
And they will dance by music boxes when they got a funky tune playing.
Good
And they
point.
warn you of creepers behind you, so you don't get spooked extra hard.
All right. Is that your whole argument?
Yeah, man, I can't think of anything else better than that. There's no better mob.
All right. Well, I have a rebuttal for that. They are birds, and this is Minecraft. 90% of things in Minecraft actually have a use, even the piglins. So birds don't give you anything at all. So how are they useful?
Are you
They're
being
y-
speciesist?
They are useful in the fact that they make noises and keep you from getting spooked by some random creeper behind you.
But isn't that the challenge?
They removed some of the challenge. That is how they are useful. Just like how there's certain there's enchantments you can get on your weapons to give you bonus effects in the game a little bit less difficult than if you had no enchantments whatsoever.
What?
All right. Moon, Ryujet, Nolsdod, do you have any rebuttal?
So, I do have a question about your mob of choice. So, I've been hearing a lot of stuff from my friends personally. Is it true that parrots can mimic mobs surrounding it?
That is very true. That's how it does it. That's how it keeps you from getting spooked.
Wait, so it keeps mobs away?
No, it makes the noise of mobs around it.
Won't that just trick you into...
Well, it not only does that, but it also makes noises of just any mob nearby, which could mean that it could be protecting you from a creeper that is 2 blocks away, or it could be warning you of a pig that is 20 blocks away. So it could either be tricking you or being your friend.
You know, that's honest. Well, I wouldn't exactly say any of those is tricking you, because what it's doing is saying, hey, there's a pig somewhere nearby. If you want some pork, go get it.
What if it makes a creeper sound and makes you think a creeper's nearby, but it's not? It's pretty far away.
Well, that keeps you from being spooked when the creeper actually does get nearby you. Say, there's a creeper, on the mountain to your right.
And to your what?
To your right. I mean, it doesn't really matter which direction, but...
Okay, I think that's a fair argument. Anyone else have rebuttal?
Yeah, I'm
No.
really nah.
All right. Well, Ryujet, what is your mob?
My favorite mob is the Endermen. There are a number of reasons why, namely that through Endermen you have access to the best items in the game, namely the Ender Pearl, which is used to create the Eye of Ender, which you get used to find the best dimension, the End, where you fight the Ender Dragon and gain access to the single greatest item ever, the Elytra Wings.
So,
teleport and can pick up blocks. You show me a parrot that can do that, mailman.
Yeah, but here's my point. If you're done, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Endermen are wimps. They're scared of literal water.
I don't think they're scared of water. They're afraid of getting hit, which, frankly, I'd like to see you basically get burned and not want to zip away immediately.
no, what happens is that when they touch water, they take damage. Do they burn in water, or they just take damage?
They take damage, which, frankly, makes me think less fire and more acidic property.
They're like the only mob that is weak to water. If you're gonna be weak to anything, you don't want to be weak to water. Water's like literally everywhere. It starts raining and
75%.
you're dead.
75% of our body, 75% of the world, or I don't know how much it is, but
I would also like to say that you can't get to the end without using Eyes of Ender, which you need blaze rods for.
that's true. The Enderman is just one piece of the puzzle. It's not the piece to the puzzle.
Therefore, Endermen are
Ender
trash.
Pearls are
Thank you.
awesome anyway. Hello?
Is everyone satisfied? Or
I am satisfied.
Yeah.
I feel like I made my point.
All
right, well-
it seems like the Endermen and the Piglins are the best because they have their own exclusive dimensions.
well, I guess we'll have to see what the comments say about that. Anyway, I guess we'll move on to our last mob here. And Nolsdod, what is your favorite mob and why?
Well, last and best, you forgot to say that.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
going to say that because it's not up to me.
Well, my mob is the pufferfish.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. Well, firstly, they can damage players and other mobs, but they are not hostile. It is solely defense.
Okay.
Second, they inflate. Need I say more?
You're right.
Also, they can poison you, and in creative, they can poison you, which I'm pretty sure nothing else can poison you in creative.
Last time I checked, the witches can poison you.
Okay, false. Just kidding. But lastly, they can
What?
They can be used to make breathing potions. Like underwater breathing potions, not just breathing.
Oh, I didn't. Wait, what do they drop? They just drop their fish item, don't they?
Yeah, but you can use them to make
Oh, I
underwater
didn't know that.
breathing potions. I would just also like to add that you cannot pick up an Enderman in a bucket, a piglin in a bucket, or a parrot in a bucket.
Or
Only
iron
fish.
golem in a bucket.
Especially then. See, I forgot about them. That's how boring they are.
Hey. Well,
I mean,
are you finished?
people.
I am finished.
Okay. I have one piece of rebuttal. It's a fish, and one of many in the sea. Why the pufferfish and not the clownfish or the tropical fish?
Or
It is the
vastly
buffet.
superior
It is
generic
the
fish.
best fish.
It is
Is
the
it
best
though?
fish. It is.
It
Again,
is.
why specifically the pufferfish and not the millions of other ones that are in the sea?
Because if you try to attack it, it will hit you back, and it can poison you, and you can make it into a potion.
I don't see clownfish trying to poison you.
I don't think that's possible either.
I can see them becoming transgender though. Haha, game theory reference.
What?
Never mind.
We don't.
Okay.
We don't need to bring that here. Come on, man.
Yeah, no.
There's a film theory reference. Come on.
Like a
Also,
science reference, not just film theory.
that's true. Anyway, anyone else want to fight Nolsdod on why pufferfish isn't the best?
I don't think anyone has anything to say because they know I'm right.
Well, I just want to say that pufferfish cause poverty.
Please give some
What?
insight. Give some insight on that, please.
Well, you see, if you catch a pufferfish early in game, there's nothing you can do with it. And if all you can catch is pufferfish, you're just only catching pufferfish. You are the unluckiest soul on the earth. You are only catching pufferfish. You will die alone in your dirt Minecraft house with only your pufferfish in your buckets.
Are we just
Wrong.
roasting people now? Like, what the?
Oh,
What did this
well.
turn into?
Okay.
If all you can catch,
Okay.
if all you can catch is pufferfish, then you can use them to make potions and then raid one of those sea temples. I forgot what they're called.
But what if you don't have any
You can
glass?
just make
items.
You can just make water breathing
butt
potions.
firmly handed to you by the freaking guardians.
I just make some water breathing potions with the pufferfish that you had, feed it to the rest of the ocelots that you just have sitting around your house, and you're good.
I don't think there's an item that's.
Oh, pleasant. Okay. Well, it can give you nausea 2, hunger 3, and poison 4 effects. So
What?
that's nice.
You have to delete the pufferfish for that, don't you?
What?
So
Grind the
pufferfish-
pufferfish into a potion.
So, like, when a pufferfish is eaten raw, it'll give you nausea 2, hunger 3, and poison 4.
See, you can't even eat any other mob that you guys mentioned. That just puts it on a whole nother level.
Well, you can do a lot with iron.
Obviously,
Okay,
You
Are
can
we
make a
talking about iron?
beacon.
Are we talking about
can make-
iron or the golem?
Well, I mean, that's the item that it would produce. You can't eat it, but there's a lot
Well,
that the item that it would
pufferfish-
produce.
Will pufferfish produce more items than an iron golem?
An iron golem produces iron and a rose. The rose can be
That's
used
true.
for dye, which you can dye basically 50% of blocks in the game.
Okay,
And
well, a
the
pufferfish-
iron can create buildings, can create a beacon, can create armor.
Well, a pufferfish can drop bone meal and bones, which can help grow farms and end world hunger. And all
Wait,
you're
when
doing
does it-
is
wait,
promoting.
Wait,
And
how does
all-
it drop? It doesn't drop bones, does
It
it?
drops bones and bone meal.
Parrots drop feathers. Need I explain what feathers do?
They just make arrows. That's about
They
it.
promote war. Feathers promote war by being able to craft arrows with them.
But here's the thing. With those arrows, you can defend yourself from enemy skeletons who are already going to shoot you.
And you can kill those skeletons and make more bone meal.
And you can, I think parrots also drop grains, but I'm not 100% sure on that, which you can use to get more parrots.
You mean seeds?
Same thing.
Okay.
It creates
Right.
wheat.
Accurate.
Well, anyone else have to say anything about the pufferfish?
No.
They only survive in water. They're the exact opposite of the Enderman.
But they
All
can
right.
travel around in a bucket.
In water.
I see we got to everybody.
yeah, that's about it then. So, just to recap, I, Slime, have the Iron Golem, Mailman, who defended the parrot, Moon,
Superior parrot.
Moon, who
Alright, get out
defended
of
the
here.
who defended and then automatically backed down on the piglins, but it's still going to be up there as an option. Nolsdod, who defended the pufferfish, and finally,
Pufferfish.
but not least, Ryujet, who promoted the Enderman. So,
Ender.
in the comments down below, you guys can vote on who is the best mob and why. You can even add your own favorite mob in there, but don't make it too complicated.
Please, just don't.
I will be posting a poll on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Discord and YouTube. You guys can do all the following down in the description below. And you guys can vote on which is the best mob and maybe add your own. And there won't necessarily be a winner, but if you are following
there's a
and
clear winner
joining, if you are following and voting in there, you'll be able to figure out what it is, because I don't think we'll really need to state a winner next time. But yeah, any final thoughts, anybody, about anything at all that we covered today?
Animal Crossing God tier game.
Really is.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's true, but I mean,
Oh
We were
wait,
talking-
one more thing about pufferfish. They are in Animal Crossing.
we'll get
They
the
are?
birds are also in Animal Crossing. Ergo, the parrot.
Parrots are not in Animal Crossing. I hate to break it to you.
Alright, well, before we just go on and on about fighting over birds versus fish,
Parrot villager.
let me just tell you, in the description below, you can find our brand new Instagram, which I believe we promoted last time, but I'm not 100% sure if we did or didn't. It's brand new. Check it out. You can find the Crazy Cat Twitter in the description below, as well as my personal Twitter, Mailman's Twitter, Ryujet's Twitter, and Nolsdod's Twitter in the description below. And Moon, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, most social media.
I'll make sure to link all those
Yeah.
if you send it to me. If you want them to obviously go there. But I believe that's about it. Everyone satisfied with your arguments?
Yeah.
Very.
I can't believe I managed to go an entire video without mentioning Waluigi.
Oh god, come on. That's gonna be it, guys. No. Oh yeah, wait, what was that one thing? Oh yeah, we forgot to mention OK Boomer.
God, no!
Alright, anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you Moon and Nolsdod for joining us this week. Nolsdod once again and Moon for the first time, and hopefully we'll see you guys again soon. But that's about it. See ya.